Hello, what's up guys? ShikiYuki here. Sa short video na to, it's gonna be about this quite of a challenge. It's a very short challenge ng ginawa ng gaming library. So yung challenge na to, it's called GLBlackFridayChallenge. So there will be like 10 days ata of different kinds of questions and it's gonna be answered by yours truly. So without further ado, let's get into it. So yung first topic natin is about my first board game experience. My first board game experience is actually Betrayal at House on the Hill by Avalon Hill Games. So basically yung game na yun is very quite thematic and as well as there's some sort like a involved na luck base yung game because it involves dice. The catch about that game is that one of the characters there or among the players, maximum of 6 players ata or 5 players if I remember it right, isa sa inyo magiging traitor. And for some weird reason, nagiging traitor ako for a very consecutive amount of times, which is 7 times. I do not even know kung paano nangyari yun. But yeah, it's actually quite of an experience to the point that I got involved to this board game hobby. Tuloy-tuloy lang siya and until now, nangongolekta pa rin ako. So, for this challenge naman, ang question naman dito or yung topic natin about is tag your board game best friend. So this is gonna be quite of an interesting story. So hear me out on this one. So I met this specific person on a specific social media website. So let's refer to that person as Eugene A or Friend A in short. So si Friend A and I, as I did mention, we met on a social media site and then nagkaroon kami ng exchanging of contacts and then nagkaroon kami ng mga small talks like the usual kamustahan. What's happening with you during this COVID? What's your work? Ganyan. So during our discussions, nagkaroon kami ng topics about, board games and to the point na Eugene A is very interested to the point na we want to include that during our meetup sessions, kumbaga. Pero during those times, sobrang strict pa ng protocol nun dahil hindi pa ganun ka-lax yung mga protocols. Well, even as of now, strict pero kung napansin niyo naman, medyo lax. Maybe it's because elections na. I don't know. So, after few months later, like literal few months later, like literal long discussions lang, like literal small talks lang kasi gusto lang namin magkaroon ng human connection, kumbaga. I mean, na sa situation natin ngayon, hindi masyado tayong lumalabas ng loob ng bahay, diba? So, yung pwede lang lumabas sa bahay, yung sobrang lax na, sobrang lax talaga. Nagkaroon na kami ng meetup or session. I brought my games with me. We had a very good time. It's very quite of a unique encounter kasi especially we just met this year and I guess I could say na mas marami pa yung mga laro namin compared to my other game groups. Which is not entirely true as iko-compara ko now that I realize it. Mas marami pa talaga yung sessions namin ng game group kung kumpara kila Eugene A. So I don't freaking know kung bakit pero you may disregard this one. So, moving along. And also, I have to add this one na even we know that fact that we know each other's names and even our nicknames, hindi kami nagtatawagan nan. We're not calling each other's names. We have our specific name codes kung tawagin. So, hindi Jin ang tawag sa akin or hindi man Shix yung tawag sa akin. Iba yung tawagan namin, kumbaga. Because we want to stick into this kind of relationship that we're gonna be strangers, that it's gonna be quite of a unique encounter talaga. So basically, this is already day 3 na. So yung day 3 is about to post my favorite board game of all time. So, simulan muna natin sa intro. So if you ever do know yung isang specific genre, which is yung shoot 'em up games or yung mga bullet hell games, kung tawagin. Isa sa mga examples ng mga shmup games are yung Contra, Metal Slug, Gunbird, Raiden. I'm not sure if you know all of those games. Probably Death Smiles as well. So, those are the shmup games kung tawagin natin. Bakit ko binirot up yung game na yun? Kasi itong game na i-provide ko sa inyo is inspired to that kind of genre. I'm pretty sure some of the gamers here na nanonood na nito is already familiar with the title. Before ko i-provide yung game na to, I actually love the Toho Project series. Bakit? Basically, yung story na yun is about the Shrine Maiden who just goes around dito sa fictional world na to and resolving various kinds of incidents as well as getting to meet some very unique and weird characters.
But truth to be told, I'm just there for the fighting game version ng series.
So bali ang ipro-provide ko na game na favorite ko of all time is actually very similar yung setting ng game ngayon. So this game is called Bullet, or kung tawagin ko, the Bullet series. This is published by Level 99 Games. Basically, that's almost the same concept doon sa Toho project. Pero ito, parang nagkakaroon ng competition kung sino yung pinaka-best dito sa kanilang world or sa mundo nila. Ngayon, bakit ko nagustuhan itong game na to? Besides the core box, actually this is just the core game. Meron ako dito sa taas eh. Ituturo ko. Yan. So this is the expansion of the game. That is Bullet Orange. I'm just gonna go and flash it here on the screen. Unfortunately, hindi ko ibababa dahil nababa ko na itong base game na to. I really do love this game. Bakit ko nagustuhan? If ever man napanood mo yung isa kong video, which is I'm judging a specific board game na gusto kong bilhin or add to my collection dito sa mga basing of criterias na meron ako. So, I love the mechanics, I love the theme, I love the art. Lahat talaga na dito. Components, ayun, complexity rin, moreover. Dahil sobrang bilis ko yung tapusin itong laro na to. Like, wala pang 15 minutes or 10 minutes, I guess. Depende man sa bilis ng mga players natin. Pero hindi siya tatakal ng 30 minutes, that's all I can say. And moreover, mukha siyang anime that you can get to choose your own best girls. Or kung sa tawagan ko, best grills. Dahil sa mga heroines natin, hopefully I pronounced it right.
Heroine.
It has different abilities based sa kanilang lore or sa kanilang character backstory. Kaya na-inlove ako dito sa game na to because of just that. I already like going bollocks dito sa game na to the point I even bought their upcoming latest na Bullet Stars. Kaya shoutout po sa isa sa mga board game retailers here dito sa Pinas, which is si Kenneth's Gaming Corner, dahil sila yung nag-provide sa akin or nagbigay ng kanilang service so that I could get this awesome series. So for today's challenge, it's gonna be post any gaming related throwback picture. So mabilisan lang naman, ayan yung picture. So basically, yung picture na to is actually just within this year, specifically on the month of January. Kasi what happened here is that nagkaroon kami ng birthday celebration to one of my closest friends sa aking inner circle.
Moreover, the other peeps na nasa photo is my closest friend's inner circle and aren't into board gaming, which is quite of a very wholesome moment.
Ang nakakatawa dito is that this is not a game that I brought. This is actually a game na binili ng closest friend ko doon sa pinagtatrabuhan ko na work previously. The game is called Muffin Time, which is a party game that is very similar to Flux. I'm not sure if you know that game. It's also quite of a chaotic game, pero in a good way.
What the hell are you talking about? Ano pinagsasabi mo? That game stalls for no good reason at all, and I don't find that appealing. No! No! That game's chaotic for a bad reason. Period.
Bali, yung hawak ko na card na yan is actually funny. So I got that card, and what the card says is that I have to take a selfie picture with my group. Yun yung dahilan ko bakit nagkaroon ng existing picture about this one. And I have to give a short trivia on this one. Sa laro namin ng Muffin Time, there's like 3 or 4 consecutive times not all of players are draw. 4 players kami nun I guess sa inner circle or kapag kasama nyo akong kalaro, there will be like some weird miracles or mumbo jumbos or magic that is happening for some weird reason. So for today's challenge is going to be post your favorite role-playing game. Mabilisan na naman to kasi may trabaho pa ako in a bit. Now, ano yung maiisip mo whenever you hear a role-playing game? Ang meaning kasi ng role-playing game is that you're going to be one of the fictional characters that you just made on a very fantasy setting that is being monitored by the referee or yung GM natin or yung game master natin. Ang interesting dito sa challenge na to is that you can actually include a video game since there's like an element of a role-playing aspects naman doon. So board games, video games, may parehas lang naman sila ng aspects of role-playing. So ang ipro-provide ko na game, the favorite ko na role-playing game of all time would be Darkest Dungeon by Red Hook Studios. So babasahin ko lang yung spiel dito. Darkest Dungeon is a challenging gothic roguelike turn-based RPG about the psychological stresses of adventuring. Recruit, train, and lead a team of flawed heroes against unimaginable, ever-encroaching dark. Can you keep all your heroes together when all hope is lost? So basically, this game is very dark. Una, what takes my interest dito sa game na to is that it has a permadeath feature dito sa video game na to. You have to like avoid getting too much attachment dun sa mga characters na nile-level up mo or yung tinitrain mo. As I did mention, it's quite a psychological stress na maapektuhan ka dito literal sa game na to. Flawed heroes to the point na meron silang mga good aspects or good traits in the game. And then some of the heroes have bad aspects. Well, not some. All of them have bad aspects. Etong tipo na sabihin natin, etong character na to is very greedy. So whenever you're getting some gold rewards during the game, nanakawin niya yon. Like gagawin niya, angkinin niya yon. There will be also characters that are not good for combat. So when they take damage, they take double damage. Something like that. And then before I end this video, magkakaroon tayo ng short trivia. There's actually a board game version for this game. The game is called Darkest Dungeon, the board game, which is made by Mythic Games, which is very famous dun sa mga iba-iba nilang mga various miniature titles. As you can see here dito sa mga pictures na pina-flash ko, sobrang miniature niya to the point that I cannot even afford to buy this game. So for today's challenge is going to be post your dream celebrity game group. Bali, yung dalawang pagpipilian ko, since for sure there are a lot of players who's going to be choosing board-related celebrities na kagaya ni Tom Basel, Z Garcia, Will Wheaton, Felicia Day, much more. Para maiba, ang gagawin ko, pipili ako ng dalawang celebrities na for sure hindi nyo pa masyado alam if ever you do not know much about them. So yung dalawang pipiliin ko, si Sugita Tomokazu at saka si Yuichi Nakamura. If ever you do not know those two, those are very famous people within the voice acting industry. Specifically, they have mga anime roles, mga character voices doon, even game roles. There are even some few advertisements rin na sila rin yung nag-play. Ang dahilan kung bakit ko sila pinili, kasi they actually have a one specific program which is called Tokyo Encounter. Basically, yung program na yun is about these two celebrities that they're just playing their own game at their own time. Pero they don't finish the game, they're just rippling out or they just casually playing it out, parang nag-showcase lang or what. And then, ang maganda doon, there are times na nagpro-provide sila ng mga feedback nila, private life, or like some sort of a trivia, like from out of the open na hindi mo usually nalalaman because ang alam mo lang sa kanila is just their bios, nandun yung listahan ng mga favorite foods nila or parang hobbies, kumbaga. So these are like these two men who just play games in their own time. And then baka for sure, baka if ever man nayayain ko sila ng board game, there's actually this one episode na naglaro sila ng card game which is yung Coyote. Or sa English, it's gonna be Coyote. So for the 7th day, bali ang topic natin for today, it's going to be post a board game you play to chill or relax. Ang definition ko ng chill or to relax is basically pag magtuturo ako ng board game, mabilis lang ituro, hindi siya ganun kahaba, like 10 to 15 minutes. Because there are actually some board games na kailangan magturo, especially pag ikaw lang yung nakakaalam ng rules na ganun katagal ituro. Casual games, so both new players at saka veteran or experienced players can get to play the game. And for sure, it's a game na hindi tatagal in an hour. Ang mangyayari niyan, maximum usually ng mga games is 30 minutes, probably 15 minutes, or even 5 minutes. Depende lang kung gaano ka-complex yung game. So, that's pretty much it. Kaya if ever na pagpipilian mo ko dito sa collection ko, it's going to be Say Anything by North Star Games. Basically, yung game na to is that you can get to play to a maximum of 8 players. Pwede kang magsalita ng kahit anuman. You have a whiteboard marker, susulat mo doon kung ano man yung gusto mong gawin. Pero there's going to be one game master per every round. So, nagkakaroon ng rotation. So, for example, game 1, ako yung game master. Bubunot ako ng isang questionnaire card. It is also a back-to-back questionnaire card. Consists of total of 8 questions if I remember it right. So basically, I'm just gonna go and dictate kung ano man yung question na pinili ko doon, and then the players na hindi yung game master is going to write their own specific answers. Pag nasulat nila yung mga sagot nila, ipapakita nila to the public, and sila na bahala kung ano yung sa tingin nilang pipiliin ng game master. It's a very fun game, not to mention, sobrang laki ng social interaction na na-involved dun sa loob ng laro na yon. And not to mention, makikilala nyo pa ang isa't isa despite that you're strangers o hindi pa kayo magkakalala. If ever man na gusto nyo makita yung sample, I actually have a one video right here dito sa channel ko. I'm just gonna go and flash it right here. So kung gusto nyo laruin, you can just go and search it dito sa channel ko. And just to give you a precaution, this is gonna be quite of a very NSFW one. For today's topic, it's gonna be post your wish for 2022. Ano ba yung 2022 wish ko? Simple lang, besides wanting to get a new gaming rig dahil gusto ko na magpalit ng PC, upgrade para magkaroon ng stream, at saka magawa ko na rin yung mga voice acting stuff ko na madalian. What I would like to happen, if ever na board game related, syempre, it's gonna be I want to meet everyone na nasa loob ng inner circle ko. Specifically sa web channel na Discord server ko. We started that Discord server to the point that we want to play board games. The Discord server started around last year, around July of 2020. Bale, nagsimula kami dun sa July na yon just to play board games weekly. And then, nagtuloy-tuloy na to the point na marami na kaming dinidiscuss dun. So, it's not just beside board games. There's gacha related, there's video game related, there's Jackbox related. Lahat na. Kahit political stuff nga, nandun nga just going around din sa server namin. And also, before I forget, just to add this one, prior sa paggawa ng Discord server namin, we actually having game sessions na bago magkaroon ng pandemic. Kaya if ever talaga, hopefully talaga ma-lift up na yung quarantine para pwede nang mag-dine in sa mga cafes or sa mga restaurants para magkaroon na kami ng game sessions physically. Not to mention, nakatambay lang itong laro ko. Yan dito. Yan. Nakatambay lang lahat. Today's day 9 and today's topic is about to post your favorite songs to listen to while playing. Bale, yung narinig nyo ngayon dito sa soundtrack natin is one of the songs that is involved into one of the albums na i-provide ko sa inyo ngayon. The album is called Bouquet Midnight Version, which is basically like various Hololive songs that was originally made by the Cover Corporation. Sa mga hindi po nakakaalam ng Hololive, they're actually VTubers or mga virtual streamers natin. They mostly streams every now and then it's all about gaming, mga open talks, kahit ano, anything under the sun kung ano man gusto niya. There are even like collaborations kung ano man yung feel nila. And I actually made few videos about it, which is yung mga unboxing videos ko because of the t-shirts that I'm currently wearing as of now. And if ever you want to use this album, just to give you a heads up, mga lo-fi yung mga songs dito. Yun yung day lang bakit Midnight Version. So expect to have an album na walang mga vocals. So tinanggal yon, full instrumental, sobrang chill ng music. It can be used to weebs and non-weebs alike kasi wala naman mga vocals. Hindi naman nila pag-iisipan na weeb itong mga songs na narinig nila because it's lo-fi. So for the final challenge, what we're gonna be talking about is to post a board game trivia. I'm not sure if they're gonna be posting this dito sa quiz night nila on this today's stream. Pero let's just move on and hear me out on this one. So sa mga mahilig sa board games yan, and then especially if hindi ka weeb or hindi ka mahilig sa anime, there's actually one anime that revolves around board games. Bale, yung title ng anime na yun is Hokagosai Goro Club, which is translate as After School Dice Club. The story revolves around Miki Takekasa, who's your introvert character who does not socialize with her classmates and does not know the definition of fun. Suddenly, she meets Ayataya Kashiki, who's your usually ganky or energetic, who opens Miki's way to change her boring life. Lastly, the two followed Midori Ono, who's your student council rep, which leads to a store that specializes in board games, which got us this anime that is about schoolgirls playing legit titled board